Hey y'all, this is Chris and welcome back to The Korean and Me. Today we're at a restaurant called Yongkopchang where we'll be eating some of my favorite cuts of meat, cow intestine. Let's go.
이게 기름 한번 떼고 나서 이렇게 나가야지 안에 굽이 차 있는 것처럼 이렇게 나오거든요. 그냥 나가버려가지고 이제 손님분들께서 쓱 잘라버린 손님분들 다 데이고 해버려가지고.
So what the chef is doing right now is he's cutting up the intestine slightly so that he can release all the oils. If you don't, sometimes when it goes out, the customers, while they're cutting the intestine, it actually ends up burning their skin. So this is actually something that they need to do before they send out the intestine. All right, so the guy who made this happen today is a friend of mine. His name is Yongsuk, and this is actually his favorite gopchang or cow intestine place to come to. And he brought me here, and it's great. It's very reasonably priced, and it tastes good. And there's this other dish that comes out, the sundubu jjigae, which is actually, one of the best things I've ever had actually as well too. So anyway, I'm going to introduce. So thank you for organizing today.
My pleasure.
Yeah?
So the first time to see this kind of situation to me, so a little bit strange but very interesting. And I guarantee that this place, Yongkopchang, is a really fantastic place for the people who like the gopchang.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
Especially the very clean. Very clean and very reasonable price. And most of all, the quality of gopchang is really the fantastic. Okay. So I visited many the popular gopchang place, but I think the relatively this place are much better than the others.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why I recommend you guys to come here. As you can see the menu chart. Yeah, we can order the set first.
Yes.
And then if you want the special part, you can order the additionally. Yeah, in my case, I love every part of the gopchang menus, but I recommend it's depend on the people. If it's for the woman, I recommend the gopchang.
Okay.
For the man, maybe the taechang is also very oiling and very fantastic favorite.
Okay. Cool.
But anyway, the mixture and all the set of the gopchang set is I think the fantastic harmony.
Okay.
나왔네.
노래라도 좀 약간 좀 틀어드릴까요?
아니요, 좀 이따.
Wow, that is good. All right, so just a quick explanation about the different cuts of meat here. So if you look, this is actually, in Korean it's called yomtong, and this is the heart of the cow. This part is actually called the small intestine. This is gopchang, which is the small intestine of the cow. It's very tasty and chewy in texture. This part is called makchang, and this is the final stomach of the cow before the food enters the intestine. And this is the taechang. This is like the really buttery, extremely fatty cut. It tastes amazing. So so these are the main cuts that you would get if you come to like a gopchang restaurant. And this is their sundubu jjigae, which is the soft tofu stew. It comes out for free, but it's actually one of the best sundubu jjigaes that I've ever had. I think that they could actually start a restaurant with just this one item, and that it would be a hit restaurant actually. So they use this tadegi that they make in-house, and tadegi is basically like a red pepper paste. And they have a secret, obviously a secret recipe which I cannot divulge, but the chef did share it with me last time. But it's honestly, it makes the soup insanely good. Even though it's hot and spicy, it's kind of refreshing and tastes amazing. Cheers!
Cheers.
Oh yeah. 한잔 할까요? 드셔도 되나요?
치과 때문에.
So this sauce is with the yongtong. You dip it in this. Everything actually you can dip in here, right?
Yes.
So this is soy sauce with
Soy sauce,
hot peppers, onions,
and
wasabi.
Wasabi.
Wasabi. All right. So you can dip all your meats into this sauce. Let's go for it. This is the heart. It's exactly the way that you think a heart would taste, a cow's heart would taste. Very delicious. So this is the gukjang, which is the small intestine. It's very chewy. I love gukjang. I used to eat it a lot as a child in Canada. My mom would make it. Gukjang, the small intestine, is very chewy. It's not as fatty, but the texture is so nice.
No.
And the chef behind. They're all shy guys. So this is a sundubu stew, and honestly, like the chef is very like humble. He's like, if you go to like a proper sundubu place, like it's gonna taste better. But first of all, this is free. This comes out free, and again, the way they make the red paper paste that goes into this soup is a little bit unique, and it tastes so good, and it's all like house made, so it's delicious.
And the unlimited refill?
And it's unlimited refills. Actually, I don't know if it's unlimited. Maybe you can have like one refill, but it's really good. So this cut is called makchang. This stuff is the final stomach of the cow. This part is actually like really chewy. It's a little tougher than the gukjang. It tastes a little bit like tripe, the beef tripe. It has that kind of flavor.
And you can leave some the oil from the ketchup during the cooking.
Yeah. So they put this in there to get rid of some of that oiliness in the pot and the actual meat as well. So it's good because you don't want to have like too oily of a meal. You kind of feel bad in the stomach later. Might get the runs. So yeah, I think it's a good strategy to go with. So this last cut, this is called daechang. This is the large intestine. This is the part that is super buttery and fatty. Yeah, this tastes really good. I don't know if I could have a lot of it, but if you have a few pieces, it's so good. Oh, that just melts in your mouth like butter. That is phenomenal. Oh my goodness.
I'm fed up with changes. Come pick me up cause I just wanna see the light. I wanna be weightless. Teach me to fly, I won't be coming down. Could somebody wake me up? I don't wanna be here and let the world pass me by.
I haven't actually gone there yet and filmed, but one of my favorite places to go to eat meat in Korea is actually this area called Majangdong, which is a meat market. But I was just told by the chef, the young chef over here, that when it comes to their gukjang, they actually source their meat from an area called Doksan-dong, which is actually more famous for what they call yugu, which is cows or beef that's been imported from abroad into Korea and raised here for 6 months before they're processed. So they get their meat from here. The advantages are like the cows from abroad, like Korean cow or Hanu is actually, they're kind of small cows. So the yugu, the foreign cows that are, the import cows that are brought here, they're much bigger. And also they're actually cheaper. So Korean cows are, Hanu is, you know, notoriously expensive. So in this place, they can offer this like slightly lower price with high quality, and then obviously bigger cuts of meat because you get bigger animals as well too. So that's something I never knew, so that's very interesting. But yeah, you learn every day. Oh, what is this?
왜요? 이거 식사도 하셔야 될 것 같아가지고 저희 그 추억의 도시락이라고 가장 좋아하시는 걸로 제가 서비스를 드립니다.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Oh wow. That's really good.
Yeah, every Korean know that.
All right, so I am super excited. Our chef, right over here, our wonderful and young and handsome chef right here, he has sense. So he remembered that this was something that I really liked from last time, and this is it. We call this, what is this called again? Doshira, right? 추억의 도시락. This is like,
I don't know how.
yeah, sure. It's like a nostalgic bento or a nostalgic lunchbox. This used to be like very like typical in the old days. You get like a tin can like this, and there's rice and side dishes and other ingredients in there. And one of the key things about this is you get to kind of have fun because in order to eat this, you gotta shake it, right? So, yeah. This is horrible for my 3-month challenge. Oh wow. Alright, so this is insane. There's rice in here. There's kimchi that's been fried up. There's an egg, a fried egg. You have some small little mini anchovies that are made Korean style, and then you have some spam that's been fried up as well too, with a little bit of rice. And this shit is insane. It's so good, it's so nostalgic, so simple, but it's so like, it's savory, it's salty, it's a little bit sweet. It's fantastic. Oh yeah.
Face wherever I look, she's standing in the crowd. So let go, I don't want to, but I'm gonna try.
I am so stuffed. That's a lot of food. We got like 2 orders of the gopchang, which comes as a combination of the 4 different parts. And then we had sundubujigae. We actually ordered another one, and then we got the lunch boxes as well too. And I finished mine. He's still working on his. So stuffed, but so happy. This place is phenomenal, absolutely. So, and all of this costs like roughly like 50,000 won, or like 50 to 55, 60,000 won. It's like 50-60 bucks for 2 people for all of this. It's insane. Like a lot of other places you go, it's so much more expensive, right? So, thank you. All right, guys. So I am stuffed. This meal was exceptional. I don't have enough good things to say about this place. All I have is praise. So if you want like a really decent meal, you want to get some gopchang or intestine, and you don't want to pay like, you know, $100, $200 for this meal, definitely come here. This place is pretty amazing. It's kind of in the center of Seoul, in this area called Yongsan. And yeah, it's a great little spot. The service is great, food is great. So I'll leave a link below and you can check that out. And yeah, join me next time on another episode of The Korean and Me. Peace.